Plat, did you quit Sword of Convallaria? I heard you quit. You know, I thought, why are you here? I thought you quit. I have been told multiple times by multiple people, or been asked rather, if I have quit the game. No, I have not quit the game. I am still playing Sword of Convallaria every day. Now it's true, I'm not as involved as I was, and my content is going to be much more sparse as this has become a backup game for me. So I have been playing Metaphor Refantasio. And to put it into perspective, actually, let's take a look here. 3094, that's not it. So I put about 92 hours of Metaphor. I played that game for about 92 hours in the first 13 days that the game came out. So I had played that game on average 7 hours a day. That's more than I worked. I work 8 hours a day, but this is including weekends. So I spent more hours playing Metaphor Refantasio than I did at my job. So that should explain to you kind of why my content has slowed down. But the truth is, Sword of Convallaria has become kind of a side game for me. It's just not I don't know how to put exactly it into words perfectly, but it doesn't have that main game potential yet in its current state. Maybe it can get there, I don't know, but there's just, once you hit level 60, the events and the stuff there is to do in the game just doesn't make good content to do every day. If there was a more dedicated PvP scene, and I know there's a community of people that like PvP, but like there's not a huge PvP, there's not a lot of people making content doing really well, and there's not like a whole lot of, it's not pushing PvP in the game, and things like that, right? So it's a side game. But no, I haven't quit the game. I am still playing the game now. And in fact, to prove it here, let's take a look. I am at 99.92% in the 15 members. And in fact, if you go to all members, Mr. who, using all my silvers, I'm number 74 in all of global. I mean, you can see it here, but let's just scroll down so you know I didn't edit it, right? I'm number 74 for all members, right? So I'm very active in the game, and I've played this game just about more than most people. Not saying whoever's here hasn't played more than me or whatever, but the point is, I very much am still invested in this game. Now, there is a caveat to that as well. The content's going to be slower, because I'm going to be making content mostly on newer characters. I think I will start covering new events as it comes out, just to kind of keep some content rolling out for Sword of Convallaria. Mostly because I was just going to do new characters, and I was going to do character highlights, things like that. But the issue is, well, how the mighty have fallen. There is no more content creator program. I have no more content creator gems. I'm not sponsored by XD Entertainment. So I am with the rest of you now. And so if I want to get new characters, I'm going to have to bankroll them. And honestly, like, the channel does okay, but it mostly does okay to help me with like my bills and my finances, right? I just bought a house. And so most of my extra money that I make on the channel is, I mean, it's like, I'm not trying to hide it. I make about $1,000 a month on the channel. Okay. That's what it's been for about 2 or 3 months now. So I've made 3,000 in the last 3 months, but that's just going into my savings, and it's going into paying down the principal on my house, and it's going to repairs. I still need to get stuff fixed or whatever. So it's not like I just don't have the money to just pump into the game, which is why the content creation program was so nice, because I got to make content for everybody that wanted to see it. I got to show off new characters. I wasn't overpowered. Obviously, I'm high on the overall rankings in terms of overall account power. I get that. But it was like, I don't have a single character at 5-star, right? Like, the highest character I have is at 4-star, and that's Rawia, because I got extra copies of her when I was pulling for something else, right? So, I felt like it was a good balance. But now with that gone, I really just can't consistently get new characters. Yes, I have the test server, but the issue with the test server is, like, if you don't get there at the right time, like, I missed August on the test server, so I didn't have him. August. I do like calling him August, though. So I couldn't really cover him because when he was announced, I didn't have him in the server. And then, so it's all kind of weird. The point is, the content, I'm going to do some characters, but I'm also going to try to focus a little bit more on events as well. I'm not going to really worry about the free-to-play stuff or the budget stuff as much anymore. Not because it's not still interesting, probably, because that was kind of my niche when I started, and usually is my niche in gacha games is to use lower rarity characters. But it takes a lot of time and effort to clear these increasingly difficult content with completely free-to-play teams. And free-to-play starts changing because some characters are going to have like the premium characters of different types depending on they pull. So I'm just going to try to make content mostly covering information and news in the game. But yes, the mighty have fallen. Here I am with the rest of you. I need 133 summons to get to August, but and only 5 summons here. I get to roll my 50-50. Okay. So yes, no, I have not quit the game. Yes, I'm going to keep playing the game. We're going to have a great time, but just don't expect content as frequently as, you know, I did in the past. Like I literally did 100 videos or 105 videos between launch and like 2 months into the game, right? In like 60 to 70 days, I did over 100 something videos on Sword of Convallaria. So don't expect that pace. It's just going to be a backup game. And when I'm not playing things like, now that I'm done with Metaphor, I'm going to be playing this a bit more, right? This is going to become my main game that I'm playing for the next probably 5-6 days to a week. Then I'm going to try out Bazaar. Then when like a new gacha comes out, I might want to try that out, see if I like it, see if it vibes with me, especially like Girls Frontline 2, mostly because I love XCOM and it looks like it's an XCOM style tactics game. But yeah, so don't worry, I'm still playing. I'll make, trust me, if I'm going to quit the game, I'm not doing it quietly. I'm not one of these walk into the sunset RNJ, okay? I'm not one of these you could just leave gracefully. I'm going to make a big ass stink about it. I'm going to come on here and be like, guys, this bullshit game is done screwing me. I'm not giving them another penny. Speedrunning, EOS, piece of shit. XD, more like LOL, can't run your own damn game. Ooh. I'm going to make a big stinking video like that. Because you got to get those views, baby. That's what it's all about. It's about the money. I'm just kidding. Honestly though, like, yeah, I would, if I was gonna quit the game, I'd probably make a little video just saying like, yeah, don't expect any more content. If that's why you were here, you can move on. It's okay. I don't like leaving people hanging, but I also don't like doing drama videos at the same time. And trust me, like there's been like memes. I hope they're memes about like EOS and stuff. Like I have been like, I'm a little worried about the game for XYZ reasons. But when I say I'm worried about the game, that means I'm worried about the game on a multi-year level. I'm not worried about it like next month, you know, like if I think the game is going to EOS, I think that's years down the line, like actually years down the line, because like its current rate, it's making millions of dollars. I mean, we'll see what it made in October later, but like it's made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they only have to translate and port over the information, right? Like they have to put in a lot of work. I don't want to undermine it, but it's not like developing a brand new game and brand new content levels of work, right? It's a much easier process to just copy pasta over to us for the most part. So this game is not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. I mean, all gacha games will eventually EOS, right? There's no doubt, but this game is not in EOS territory. If the game's just going to get better and better and better over time. It will probably become like, it's going to, most gacha games go like this. They become more greedy to the whales, trying to extract more money from the whales, but also more generous to the free to play. So the ceiling of power level tends to go up, but the floor of the power level tends to go up a lot as well. So you see, I'm using my hands to give you a demonstration. So the whole game's power level will go up, but like if they're not just going to add, they usually are probably just not going to add a new system that makes you insanely way more powerful if you spend a crazy amount of money without giving boosts and more generosity to the lower level players. I mean, that's usually how gachas work. I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually going to do this character trial. I haven't done a character trial because I never cared about the luck site, but this one we're going to, because I need that luck site, baby. But yes, I will probably start, hey, it's reset. I will probably start streaming this game a little bit over the next couple days. And then, I'm probably going to start streaming Bazaar when that comes out. In fact, the next video I'm going to be doing here is going to be on Weapon Trial 2. Because I finally cleared it. I know I'm the last content creator in the whole damn world to have cleared Weapon Trial 2, okay? but like I mean, I literally beat it the day after I beat Metaphor Refantasio. Is that a coincidence? Definitely not, because I just didn't want to invest the time. And it did take me like an hour maybe to kind of figure out the team I wanted to use and trial and error buffing stuff. And that I'll do a video highlighting that in the next one. But yeah, so no, I haven't quit the game. I don't think the game is EOS, and I think this game is in a very healthy, good spot. I think the game is better right now than it's ever been. There is tons of content. Arguably, there's too much content as opposed to not enough. However, even the content that there's arguably too much of, it's really not like bad. This is really easy. I'm actually happy that when they added this new event, they added a nice easy event here, right? Because you get to come in and get these points pretty easily. Like, this is just going to be something that's going to be pretty easy to grind. And you're even going to get a Castalia out of it, Castalia, and you're going to get a couple pulls. Nothing is that crazy, but you do want to get that trinket. But yeah, then the other events, the ones that are really hard, like let's take a look at like some of the really hard ones, like Fireside Chat. Like Fireside Chat is fucking hard, but if you look at the exchange, like I literally did this one fight. I did 1 of 5 fights, and 1 out of 5 fights, I got the trinket, I got the legendary gear, I got the legendary weapon, and I got the summons, right? I don't even particularly want this stuff. So even though, yes, it's really hard content, you actually don't need to like be a fucking bro and just clear it all out. Like, yes, you can get some more, you can get more stuff if you do these. Like there's Luxite here if you want to get it, but this is not whale Luxite, but you know what I mean. It's like, it's not like you're missing out on the whole thing. And even Voyage Discovery, this is the one that you could really grind a lot of time into, which I think I might still, because you come over here, like the most important thing to get here, and it's the first time we've been able to get it, is I can get 85 more of the unnamed talent materials. Like, I'm in, bro. These are like the rank medals are whatever. The engraving chests are, it's not whatever, but they're kind of whatever. The radiant ores actually is not a bad thing. I definitely need more radiant ores because you need like 65 per piece of gear or something like that. But this is what you want to get all 99 of these if you can. There's also the other 10. So yeah, there's a lot of content, but the content is good content. It is a great balance of really, really challenging, fun, interactive fights. Arguably a little too hard. Not way too hard, but maybe a little bit too hard, but not really, because you don't really need to clear it at its hardest level to get the majority of the rewards you would care about, right? The bar to clear and get most of the good stuff is pretty darn low. And the things that where it is a little bit higher and you got to dedicate a little more time to is actually like more of just a time thing than anything. So the game is in a wonderful spot right now. It's releasing characters at a good pace. I wish it was a little more generous, but like, again, I'm just now readjusting the no content creator gems where I'm like, wait a second. I don't have infinite resources, bro. This is bullshit. Anyway, no, but yeah, I'm still playing, guys. I hope to see you in my sort of Convallaria videos. And if you do like the plat, consider checking out my other videos. You should play Metaphor Refantasio. And then I'm going to be making Pokemon Pocket videos, at least some of them, see how, kind of test the waters, see if people like it. And then I plan on covering the Bazaar pretty heavily when that comes out, and like it becoming my main focus on the channel is my plan. However, if a few weeks of doing daily videos, if the content completely flops the entire time, then obviously we'll move on to something else and we'll keep doing other stuff. But yeah, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye!